Good evening, everyone. I am CA Pooja Shah, and on behalf of JK Shah Classes, I welcome you all to this webinar today. Students, y'all have enrolled for CA Foundation a while ago. Y'all are preparing for it since a couple of months, and our branch admins, our branch managers across the country are in constant touch with you. Whether you are facing any problem, no matter when you are facing the problem, where you are facing the problem, someone or the other is there to help you, to guide you, and to help you prepare for this exam, basically. These branch admins, these branch managers are also in touch with us, and they keep updating us about the ground realities. When I say that, I know exactly how serious you are about your foundation exam. And we thought it was imperative that we hold this webinar today to address this issue. Apart from that, when our branch admins, branch managers were getting in touch with you, they were taking your feedback, they also came across some questions that are in your mind, which we at the head office found common across the country, which means everyone across the country is having some issue that they cannot overcome. There are some questions on your mind to which you are not able to find the solution. So not to worry, students, these two things put together make up our agenda for today's webinar. So our webinar is going to be divided into two parts. In the first part, we are going to talk about CA Foundation course, the exam, the importance of this exam, and the importance of your seriousness in this exam. Whether passing or failing in this exam, what is it going to do to your lives? What is it going to do to your careers? That is going to be part one of our webinar. In the second part, we will be addressing these questions, these queries that are in your mind. And for that, we have some special speakers on our screen today. So students, let us begin with this webinar. And first of all, I would like to introduce all our speakers for today. First up, we have our CEO, Mr. Ashish Shah, who's himself a chartered accountant, a rank holder at all three levels. Thank you so much, Ashish sir.
Yes, thank you so much, Pooja.
Next, we have Chetan Patil sir, who is in charge of our 11th and 12th business and also foundation here in Mumbai. Thank you so much, Chetan sir. As I was speaking, we have some special speakers on our screen today. We have 4 rank holders of CA Foundation November 19 attempt to talk to you about these problems. First up, we have Isha Deliwala, who secured All India 6th rank. Congratulations, Isha. Next, we have Ajay Nayak, who secured 22nd All India rank. Congratulations, Ajay. Then we have Divya Bhojwani, who secured All India 31st rank. Thank you so much, Divya, and congratulations. And lastly, we have Urvana Devan, who secured All India 46th rank. Congratulations, Urvana, and thank you. So let us begin with the first part of our webinar about CA Foundation course, the exam, the seriousness required, and all of that. For this, I request our CEO, Ashish Shah sir, to throw some light on it. Ashish sir, over to you.
Yes, thank you so much, Pooja. And a very warm welcome to all our dear students. And I can see many parents also online who are equally concerned about the career of their child. As of now, our CA Foundation students across our 60 plus branches across the country and Dubai are currently watching this webinar. And we are thankful to all of you for sparing some time and participating in the webinar. Now, as you all know, the primary objective of the webinar is to guide you about CA Foundation exam, which is due in the month of November 2020. Friends, you know, CA Foundation being the first professional exam of your life, Now, you must be wondering, how is this exam different? Would be certainly thinking that you guys have given so many exams in your life, and the CA Foundation is one more exam. Then how is it different? Friends, if I give you a small example, in all the exams you would have given so far, your 10th exam, 11th exam, 12th exam, well before you appear for the exam, you were very confident of clearing in the exam. There was no question of passing in the exam. It was just a matter of how much percentage you get. Whereas in case of CA exam, be it foundation, inter or final, even after appearing for the exam, nobody or not a single student would ever be confident that whether he would be passing or failing in the exam. So this is the peculiarity of the exam. This is the first exam, first professional exam of your life, which comes with an inherent probability of failing as well. I strongly believe that everybody who is in the screen right now, or all CA Foundation rankers, Ajay, Isha, everyone would certainly agree to the fact, even in their case as well, when they opened up their CA Foundation result, few minutes before that, certainly the thought, the fear, the apprehension would certainly be, striking their mind, although at the end they turned out to be all India ranker. So whether ranker, whether the one who clears the exam in the first attempt, irrespective of the category of the students, there is certainly a fear, the apprehension, the probability of failing in the exam, and that is what makes this exam a very special exam. And because of this nature of the exam, these exams are considered to be the most difficult exams, not just in India, but across the globe. But friends, if I tell you from my experience, this exam, in particularly CA Foundation exam, it is not so difficult as it is made out to be. Friends, you heard it right. The CA Foundation exam is not so difficult as it is made out to be, provided there is a very strong and meticulous planning in place. There is a very strong focus, commitment, and clarity of actions to be taken, path to be walked on, and a clear roadmap in front of you. Now, if you follow whatever we are going to tell you, whatever these rankers are, our CA Foundation rankers are going to tell you, if you follow religiously, word to word, up to your November exam, trust me, failing is going to be a distant, farthest possibility, a farthest dream. So, having said so, to set the agenda in place, the primary agenda of today's webinar is to tell you very precisely what all things to be done to ensure that you clear CA Foundation exam in the very first attempt. It's our vision, it's our dream, and everyone, including you, including us, including your parents, everyone has one common dream. That is to repeat. Everyone, repeat with me. The dream is to clear CA Foundation exam in the very first attempt. Friends, at times when you feel there is some element of negativity, there is some element of anxiety, fear, boredom, fatigue, when such elements, such things strike you, always remember the dream, always remember the vision. And again, third time, the vision is to clear CA Foundation in the very first attempt. And friend, as I told you, clearing CA Foundation in the first attempt, it's not a great task. It's not a rocket science. It is only about being planned, focused, and determined. So, having said so, today we are going to discuss about how your next couple of months up to your November exam must be utilized, and what all elements are very crucial, very important behind your success in CA Foundation exam. Now, friends, we also understand that in particular, your CA Foundation November 20 exams are a bit different because of the condition, because of the pandemic around you, because of the restriction which are applicable to you. There are so many differences, so many unusual things happening with you, and this is to a certain extent affecting everyone. But friends, always remember, this situation is not just limited to you. It is not just affecting you, it is affecting everyone. Each and every child who is going to appear for November exam is undergoing, is passing through the same condition, same anxiety, same restriction as you all are going through. So instead of being worried about the condition, about the unusual circumstances around you, let us focus on how to create, how to find out opportunities out of it, and how to ensure that you don't lose your momentum, you don't lose your focus, you don't lose your determination, and let us get back to our ultimate dream of becoming CA and a short term dream of clearing CA foundation in the very first attempt. Friends, that CA foundation is manageable and you can easily achieve it so long as your mind is prepared for it. Now, last couple of days, I personally spoke to so many students, and we are very happy to tell you that many CA Foundation students are very well focused. They are, following the timetable. They are doing the homework regularly. They are writing exams, chapter-wise exams regularly, as per schedule given in the timetable. However, we came across couple of cases where somehow students are confused, disillusioned, and somehow they've lost some path, and they're little confused as to whether they would be able to appear for November exam or not. We came across couple of cases where students felt that sir we are far lagging behind the timetable, हम टाइम टेबल से काफी पीछे हैं और हमें नहीं लगता है कि अभी हम टाइम टेबल के साथ मैचअप कर पाएंगे, तो शायद हम मई 21 में एग्जाम दूंगा. We came across many cases that student told us, sir, we very well know that writing exam is very essential. We very well understand that writing practice is very crucial, but we are not getting the desired kick, desired push from within to, to do some writing practice. How do we do it? Somehow we are losing the momentum. Somehow we are losing the entire kick within us to, get us going, to keep us going. Friends, always remember one thing, that you or you are not little ones. We are grown up and you are responsible for your own future. Friends, you are grown up now. You are responsible for your own future. Each and every wrong action taken on your part, it's going to ruin your future. At the same time, each and every right step toward the brighter future, it is going to shape a very bright, successful, rewarding career for you. So instead of cribbing about situation, instead of blaming people around you, or instead of blaming anyone around you, start focusing on yourself and looking for opportunity. Look for positivity, look for momentum, and always look at the dream, a larger dream, a very large dream, that is to become a CA in your life. Friends, being a CA is a one-time achievement, lifetime achievement. It is going to help you not just for few years, but it is going to help you for next couple of years of your working life and ultimately your social life as well. So don't lose focus, stay focused and stay motivated. Now, having said so, if I were to tell you that what are the ingredients of success in CA Foundation exam, friends, it is very easy. There is no secret. There is absolutely no secret behind it. The primary ingredient we can divide in two parts. First, under current situation, is to in a very disciplined way, watching the videos and completing the syllabus the way we are making a timetable for you. As we always tell you, the timetable that we are making for you are made by somebody who is a chartered accountant, and she has been making timetable since many years. So she precisely knows how to make timetable, what flow a child should study in, what series of subject a child should study in. So please stick to the timetable. And second, and the most important ingredient, which I believe many of you are lagging behind on that front, that is doing writing practice. Friends, writing practice is the key to success for any CA exam, be it foundation, inter, or always remember this. For next 5 years, your success is going to hinge on the quantum or the amount of writing practice that you inculcate, that you do for your individual exams. Forget about the time lost. Forget about where do you stand today. It's a new day. It's a new beginning. We have enough time still today also till your November exam. Forget about everything. Don't be disappointed about the time wasted. Don't be disappointed about anything. Just focus on now what you are supposed to do. Forget about the past. So today onwards, start with chapter wise exam. Each and every chapter that you have studied, that you have completed, you must complete it with writing practice. Any chapter which is not supported by writing practice or chapter wise exam, it is incomplete as per our definition. A chapter gets completed, a preparation for the chapter gets completed only and only with writing practice. So begin with chapter wise exam. We also plan to start to unit wise exams, as well as at the end prelims exam. I can make an open announcement on this platform to everyone whosoever is doing or writing all those papers which we are making available to you along with solution. I assure you, my friends, hear me right. I assure you, even in CA exam, that you will certainly clear in your CA foundation exam. So please, 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 it's a request. Please don't lag behind. Don't lose the momentum. Don't lose your confidence, and don't waste the time available with you. In this time where you are not supposed to get out of the house, you cannot meet your friends, you cannot get out of the house, you are not supposed to come to the classes as well. You have enough time at your disposal, at your hand, but you have to make the best utilization thereof. So irrespective of your state today, irrespective of how much writing practice you have completed or pending, or everything is pending, irrespective of everything, please start today. Today it's first week of July and exam is in the month of November. Still you can run and you can catch up with the timetable, you can catch up with the requirement and catch up with the time lost. So having said so, as Pooja Madam rightly said, we have invited your friends meaning those students who just recently appeared for CA Foundation exam in November 2019 attempt, very recently, and who precisely knows how they prepared, what they did, and how they are currently preparing as well, because they are also now preparing for their November 20 Inter CA exam. So, as Pooja Madam rightly said, we have invited our CA Foundation rankers. So they are going to discuss with you, they are going to guide you, they are going to enlighten you about their experiences and their approach towards CA Foundation exam. But we can assure you one thing: if you are following the guidelines, the tips, the discussion, the insights of these rankers, word by word, religiously up to November exam, just like them, you also will come out with flying colors. So with this, I wish all the best to all my dear friends. And unfortunately, this time we could not meet. Otherwise, JK sir and we have a tradition to visit each and every batch at least 2 to 3 times in the entire journey, and discuss with the students, motivate them, guide them. But somehow, instead of meeting physically, we thought this is the best way to interact with you. So thank you so much, and all the very best. Yes, Pooja, we can start the question answer round and take this further.
Thank you so much, Ashish sir, for charging us up with your and your views about CA Foundation exam, and especially your enthusiasm. Thank you so much, Ashish sir.
Thank you so much.
Now that we've covered the first part of the webinar, which was uh, about the CA Foundation course and how important it is right now to have a positive mindset, what to do, how to go about it, let us now come to the problems that you are facing in doing this. And for that, I invite all our rankers to have a few, to say a few words on these questions. First up, I think I'll take up Urvana. Hello, Urvana.
Hi, ma'am.
I remember vividly, a couple of weeks ago, you and I were having a discussion. We were talking over the phone, and I was asking you how you are going about your studies and whether you are able to view the online lectures. Are you comfortable viewing the online lectures? And I vividly remember you telling me, ma'am, initial few weeks were a little challenging because we had just shifted from the face to face to the online model. But now it is somewhat manageable, and whatever backlog I'm having, I'm trying to cover that up. My question to you is, how important do you think are disciplined studies in a course like CA Foundation? And what importance or what significance has the timetable, or as I like to call it, the study plan, has made in your life, in your...
Yes, ma'am. So, like you said, when we first transitioned to video lectures, I was feeling very demotivated because I wasn't going to class every day and we didn't have like a teacher monitoring us as we studied. So, it's easy to get a little distracted. But I think, like you said, discipline is such an important part of preparing for a course like CA Foundation. With discipline, dedication, and sincerity, nothing can stop us from achieving our goals. But I think what really helped me to get through this backlog that I created in the first 2 weeks because of not adhering to the timetable was waking up earlier in the day so that I could watch all the lectures allotted for that day, and I'd still have enough time to watch any pending lectures I did, and I could still make some time for revision as well. So my advice to everyone would be, if you do have backlog right now, you have just enough time to cover that so you can keep revising also. So make sure to take out some time to cover that backlog before it turns out into this big mountain that you can't get through anymore. And like Ashish sir said, this timetable that we're being given, it's being prepared by experts in this field. They know the proper flow that we need to study, and they're giving us the direction we need. And without that, it would be a little difficult to navigate our studies. So definitely adhere to the timetable right now, because that's the main structure we have at home right now.
All right. An extension to the question I originally asked, Urvana. So a couple of days ago, on the internet, I saw a meme where the JKSC timetable department is in a race car. We are racing ahead, and following us are students sitting in a bullock cart. They're slowly, coming to speed with us. So is it really like that? And if it is really like that, how would you suggest that they cope up with the timetable?
I honestly don't think it is like that. It may feel like that because in class, we're usually given some extra time to write down the notes. Here, we can pause the video and write the notes. That's why it feels like the lectures are much shorter and we're going through them that fast. We're honestly covering the same amount of portion in one day right now as we were in face-to-face lectures. So the main thing to do is to just be disciplined, because at the end of the day, we are responsible for our marks. So if you want to achieve your goal, you will study like this.
Okay, so to summarize what you said, the timetable or the study plan that has been given to you or to other students also across the level, it really does help you navigate through the entire course, and it does plan your studies in a way that they should be planned to ensure timely completion of your syllabus, so that you have enough time after your syllabus has got over for self-study. Am I understanding you correctly?
Yes, exactly.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Urvana.
Thank you.
Coming to one point which is very dear to Ashish sir, which was writing practice, on which he spoke extensively on. So Isha, this question I want you to take up.
Yes.
What according to you is the significance of writing practice in an exam like CA Foundation? Or if I just put it in different words, do you think having a good amount of writing practice has anything to do with good results at CA Foundation? And specifically in your context, has it helped you secure a rank?
Before saying anything about writing practice, I would first like to share a personal experience. So we all know that there's this subject in foundation called law, and I'm sure that all of us find it very difficult because it has those typical legal words, and no matter how much ever we try, it just does not go into our minds. So we really have to struggle with that subject. So even I face similar issues, and when I faced those issues, I started losing hope because I could not remember those words. So then I approached my law teacher as to how I should go about learning the law subject. So she was the one who guided me, and she told me that I should actually start writing in law, because writing down the key points and the key words will help me learn easier and will also help me to learn it fast. So I started doing what she had asked me to do, and trust me, that came as a savior. If I would not have done that, then it would have been very difficult for me to score good marks in law subject. So I would say that writing practice is of umpteen importance, which helps you to improve your speed and to get a hang over the language, especially for subjects like law, where you actually have to write down the answers and only the legal language will help you to score marks. Secondly, I would say that even solving the homework section is very important because it will help you to revise everything that is being done and master everything that is being taught. And lastly, I would say that an important role has been played in my success by the chapter wise tests which have been taken because they help you to improve your speed and to know if you've actually properly learned how much you think you know. Because unless you don't give a test and you test yourself and your knowledge, it becomes very difficult to judge if you've actually done what you think you have done. So I would like to say that writing, rightly as Ashish sir said, writing practice has played a very important role and it will play a role in everyone's success.
All right. Just another question I wanted to ask you, Isha, is that whether it is at CA Foundation or CA Inter or in general any level that you are studying at, the homework section is obviously part of the textbook. There are chapter-wise tests obviously always given to the students, but somehow, you know, there are some of us who don't take them as seriously. So we are of the opinion that, okay, we are viewing the lectures, we are revising also, writing practice ka itna zarurat nahi hai. I will manage it at the end. I may write the prelims at the end, or I may directly write the main exam. So do you think writing these chapter wise tests, as you of course rightly said right now, that it has helped you in your main exam, but if someone has not done it till now, how would you ask them to go about it?
I would like to say that when our foundation studies started, even I faced the same thing. I would come home after a tiring day. I would sit to watch TV or some series or movies, and I would think that अभी एक ही episode है, half an hour में हो जाएगा. So after that I'll watch. After that I'll do my homework. But that never works. That half an hour becomes 1 hour, 2 hours, and then the homework that you've set for the day to be completed does not get completed. So this happens every day because you think कि अभी बाद में हो जाएगा, but that बाद में does never come, and the homework keeps on stacking up. So it's important that you finish it the day you actually decided to do, because the chapter and the topic is also very fresh in your mind on that day. So it will help you to solve the sums or the theory questions faster, and even also it will help you to gain confidence because it will go right and it will also happen faster. So unless you don't do it the day you have decided to do it, it will never be done. And chapter wise tests, the links for the test and also the solutions have been shared, so they can always refer to it when they are done with studying that chapter, so that they can solve the paper and then see the answers if what they have solved is actually right. And one point I would like to mention is about the full portion test, which will be taken towards the end, because they will help the students to get a feel about the exam environment, to reduce the stress and to actually know where they stand. And when they solve those papers, they will know which areas do they lag behind in, so that they can concentrate and work more harder in those areas. So it is very important to do everything like Ashish sir said, the homework section, chapter-wise tests, and the full portion test, especially the JKSE material, which is very comprehensive and covers everything that we should do at the CA Foundation level. And the same thing I'm experiencing right now as well, because the Inter-CA textbook also contains everything, so I don't need to refer to any other book. So like it saves time because you don't have to refer to two, three books to do the same thing, and you can just do one book and you are sure that you're done with the chapter. So it is very helpful, and even writing practice is of umpteen importance.
Right. Thank you, Isha. So if I just bring your thoughts and Urvana's thoughts, then first of all, they have to be very serious about the lectures that they are attending. Then we have to constantly revise what we are doing. Writing practice, as you said, is obviously very important. And in case someone has missed doing that in the past, ever since their batches have commenced, then as Urvana rightly said, you need to put in extra time. You need to probably wake up earlier, but start finishing up the backlog. Am I right?
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
absolutely.
Thank you so much, Isha. You know, when you were talking about watching a series and not being able to, maintain that balance, or whether, I want to watch a series or I want to do homework, and then it immediately took me back to the time when I was once having a word with Divya. I had met her in one of our branches, and I vividly remember her telling me, that ma'am, when she was in CA foundation, that is that I'm expected to study quite a lot. My batch has got over now. I have the entire syllabus, so I don't know how to go about it. ये series देखना भी तो important होता है, and how do I manage my time with this? Also, it reminded me of my conversation with her a couple of weeks ago. Like I said, I was in conversation with Urvana. I had also called up Divya and I had asked her that how are your lectures going, Divya? Are you able to view them? Are you comfortable? And she told me the same thing again, that ma'am, lectures are okay, that is not a problem. Now I'm having a problem कि मेरा internet का quota ज़्यादा खत्म ना हो जाए, because I want to watch that series on Netflix. And I remember bursting out laughing that her priorities have just not changed, whether she was in CA foundation or she's at CA intern. So Divya, I'd like you to take up my next question, which is that I have always seen you as this very bubbly kind of girl, a very positive kind of girl, that, okay, I am studying for CA, but that does not mean I don't have a life, right? So, my question to you is, how do you, in particular, have a positive mindset when you are supposed to study for XYZ number of hours in a day, and that too for a course like CA? So, how do you maintain that positive mindset yourself? And how would you suggest the students also do it?
So, like you rightly said, I've always been this, happy person, yapping my face everywhere. So, I think it's important for you to watch all these things because it's sort of a distraction. Like for me as a person, I need that as a distraction from the world. I need it at least for an hour in a day to keep myself, alive for the next day. So and as far as CA Foundation is concerned, I like to tell all these students that I am telling you to watch all these series. Please watch Money Heist. Please watch the Dark series. Lucifer is gonna come in August. Please watch that because now you're in that baby stage. You're gonna start, and after that you're gonna come at a very comparatively difficult stage. So now you can start reducing it considerably compared to what you were doing earlier, but nobody's telling you to stop it completely because even we know that is not possible. So you have to watch it little bit. You watch maybe 1 or 2 episodes, or maybe one in the morning, one in the night. But then you have to make sure that when you're watching a series or anything for particular, you make sure that you study before that, and then you can watch it guilt free. Otherwise, you're watching the series with all that guilt, and then you don't end up studying with that little thought in your mind. So you should make a point that if you're studying for 2 hours, or you're you know uh, going to the lecture for 2 to 3 hours, then you take a 15-minute break or watch a part of the movie or a part of the series. Or if you're watching it for a whole 2 3 hours, then you study for 6 hours. So I think it's important to balance it correctly. Like for example, if you take mine, I study the whole day, and then in the night it's all me time. So it's either watching series or playing games with friends, or
Divya, you're on mute.
or anything for that matter.
All right. So if I can just ask you another question, Divya. You are preparing for a much tougher exam, which is Inter-CA, as you rightly said. And one of the common things that we've heard across the country or from CA Foundation students is that, ma'am, we are sitting at home. हम 3 या 4 महीने से घर पे सड़ रहे हैं, and we're not able to focus as much on our exams. The online lectures are a little taxing, and so on. The list goes on. So how would you suggest that they tackle with this, given that you are obviously putting in more number of hours with these lectures?
Honestly, like you said कि हम सब घर पे बैठ के सड़ रहे, that is very true. I am just tired of my family. I need new people in my life now. But that is okay. I mean, we don't have an option. It's like you go out and you die. I think there was this movie where anytime you step out, you die. I don't remember the name clearly. So, see, we don't have an option. We can either crib about it or, complain about it all the time, or all we can do is start studying or, start preparing ourselves. And for CA Foundation, you have to do it no matter what. I mean, we have now 3 to 4 months left. I remember the other day I was making my own schedule. I was like, 3 महीना बाकी है, कैसे होने वाला है, God knows. I was just so stressed about it. Then I was like, okay, let's take a chill pill. And then, I talked to my friends. So I'm telling you that you have to make a schedule for your own self, no matter what. I remember the story that there was this tree cutter, a wood cutter. So there were two of them. So one just started cutting the wood, and the other one first planned and then started cutting the wood. So you have to plan first before you start actually doing it. I think that's the way you go through your detailed studies. So now that you have 4 months left, you plan that what subject you are weak in, what subjects you need practice in, like for example law or any other subject that you're personally weak in. So you make a SWOT analysis sort of a thing, you start working on that, and then gradually you'll just go through it. I'm telling you, don't take much tension. Just calm yourselves, do a little time pass, but make sure that you study at the same time.
Thank you so much, Divya, for making the students see themselves in you when you were talking about all this. Thank you so much for doing that. Now, one thing common that everybody mentioned, especially Isha and you, Divya, was about the subject law and how dreaded that subject is for CA Foundation students. And I understand also that it is a difficult subject because you are first required to remember all those legal terms. Then you are supposed to reproduce them on paper, which becomes difficult. This is the first time that students are exposed to a subject like law. Ajay, I want you to take up this question that I have. In the November 19 exam that, your foundation attempt, basically, we saw a lot of students had failed because of law. What do you think is the primary reason for that? Number one. And number two, how did you manage law? What strategy did you take up to study a subject like law and score good marks?
Thank you, ma'am. First of all, law. The main thing that goes wrong with students is the approach for law. You see, all of us have not encountered a subject like law from our childhood till we are there in HSC. And suddenly this new monster comes up in the last 4 months. However, the main problems faced by students is many of them cannot write the same language that is there in the textbook. And they are not able to reproduce the exact language that is required in the paper. I personally know many of my friends who are able to write. However, they are not able to write in the legal terms that are required by ICAI. ICAI demands quality in its papers, and that's why people often struggle in writing law papers. I myself have been one of the persons who have struggled with law while in foundation. However, I managed to find out a plan that can help to crack the law paper in the first attempt. First of all, while learning law, try to imagine the various practical cases that the section you are reading can be applied into. The J.K. Shah professors often provide examples while teaching sections. And believe me, friends, this is extremely important. Out of the 60 marks law paper, often almost half of the weightage is dependent on case study based questions. And you can encounter a case study based question only when you understand what is the section and how it can be applied in real life. Number two, revising. While revising law, it is extremely important that you are able to remember the sections and provisions. I know it is extremely difficult to do that. I myself, when I was a student, up till September, I was just confused with all the sections. Contract Act, Sales of Goods Act, Companies Act. Sab kiya, tabhi I forgot what was there in Partnership Act. It happens. However, the more often that you do it, the more often you revise, then only you can retain those sections in your head. I know there are a lot of sections and you're not used to it, but we have to do it. Then comes the most important thing that was iterated by Ashish sir and later by all my friends here too. Writing. Writing is extremely important in the law paper. As a student, I was not able to complete my paper 2 till the final exams. Every exam I would start writing the 3-hour mark. As I reached the 2.5-hour marks, still 15 to 20 marks were left. And when the 3-hour mark hit, almost 10 marks were left and my paper was snatched out of my hands. However, continuous writing practice helped me enable to reach to the completion stage. And this is extremely important. Friends, you might be demotivated when you yourself assess your papers and you get low marks. Believe me, I have been through that as well. However, through continuous writing and through revising the concepts over and over again, I managed to secure 73 on 100 in my law paper in foundation. And believe me, I did not expect that when I opened my results page. So if I can do it, then you can definitely do it too. And I greet you with all the best of wishes for studying the paper of law. Another very important thing is your BCR section. The 40 marks section, which is often used as English, we'll manage it at the end in the last month. Please do not treat it like that. The BCR section can offer you up to 20 marks and maybe even more if you are thorough with all the concepts that are given there in the ICI module. Thank you.
Okay, so to summarize what you said, Ajay, first of all, understanding all the chapters, especially the legal terms while viewing the lectures is important. I think twice the amount of revision as compared to other subjects, because this is the first time you are introduced to this subject, that is important, and constant writing practice. One more thing that I really liked about what you said was that even till the very last of your exams, I mean your full syllabus exams, you were still not able to finish your paper, and yet you managed to score 73 on 100, which is a fantastic score. So for that, congratulations, Ajay, and you are truly an inspiration to all the students who are viewing this webinar right now, who think they will not be able to cope with law. So thank you so much for pointing that fact out to them. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now coming to another subject which is really dreaded by students, or I would say which is a Waterloo subject of all students, is your maths, stats and LR paper. Urvana, I want you to take this up for the benefit of everyone who's viewing this webinar. Urvana has studied in CBSE board up to 12th grade, and more importantly, she was a non-math student. For a person coming from the non-maths background, today she is a rank holder at CA Foundation level, and she scored extremely good marks in her maths paper. Urvana, I want you to take up this question. How did you manage to study maths when you were from a non-maths background? And what strategy did you take up to ensure you score good marks at in this subject at the main exam?
Yes, ma'am. So I remember sitting in class when we'd have maths lectures or stats lectures. All my friends would solve one sum in 10 to 30 seconds, but then the same sum would take me 5 minutes just to understand. And that scared me so much because I didn't know how I could finish this paper in 3 hours. But instead of letting that fear block me, I used it to motivate myself. And that's what you have to do. Use this fear you have of the subject to motivate yourself, to push yourself even more so that you can prepare for this paper. Now, I think it goes without saying that it's a practical subject. You have to take out at least an hour or two every day to practice a few exercises, because the more you practice, the better your concepts will get and the faster you will be able to solve these sums. Now, secondly, and I think this is the most important thing to do for this subject, is you have to decide what part you're going to give more priority to. So I'd say logical reasoning is much easier to understand and solve than a maths or statistics paper, because the concepts will be easier to grasp, especially if you didn't opt for maths and stats. So focus more time, put more time in this so that you can make sure you get at least 18, 19 or 20 marks in this. If you can make sure that you get full marks in your LR section of the paper, then you just need to put some extra effort in maths and stats. Now, in maths, I remember derivatives and integration was the chapter that scared me so much. I could not, I revised that chapter, then 1 month later, when I'd go back to it, I was completely blank. So instead of stressing out about a subject, about a chapter like this, which has a more difficult concept, focus on slightly easier chapters like time value of money, which also has more weightage in the paper than derivatives and integration. Then ratio and proportions, that will be easier for non-math students also. So you need to give priority to those chapters which you understand better. Put in more work there instead of wasting your time getting stressed about a difficult chapter. Then statistics is very formula heavy. So in every chapter, I'm sure there's more than 10 formulas. So I would highly recommend making a chapter-wise list of all the formulas you'll need for everything. This will be very useful also in your last minute revision a few days before the exam. So you won't waste your time flipping through your textbook trying to find these formulas. So really all you need is daily revision and prioritize those things where you are stronger.
Right. So if I'm understanding you correctly, and if I just summarize what you said, you opted for smart work in a subject like maths because it was your weaker subject compared to all the other subjects. That first you're going to focus on logical reasoning because that does not require a maths background. Secondly, whichever chapter is having higher weightage, you focus on that instead of focusing on one or two chapters that tend to bring you down. And if you do that, then you are bound to succeed in the exam. Am I understanding you correctly?
Yes, absolutely.
And if I may just ask you, I want the students to know, and that is why I know your marks, but I want you to tell them the marks. How many marks did you opt for, and ultimately how much did you score? Please tell the
So I think I attempted around 80, 85 questions and I scored 79 in my paper.
a complete non-maths background student has lost out only 5 or 6 marks out of all the questions that she attempted for. And look at the confidence that she is having. She had the guts to attempt for only 85 marks out of 100 marks, and still she is sitting in front of you, she is addressing you because she secured a rank. So congratulations on that, Urvana. You truly are an inspiration to all students who are watching the webinar today.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Coming back to you, Divya, for one last point. You already have covered a few points when I last asked you a question, but I just want to ask you another question on the similar lines, which I didn't ask you back then. Is that a lot of students are finding it difficult to have enough time to themselves. The whole idea is that we are viewing lectures for xyz number of hours. It is tiring us. So how do you maintain a balance between your CA foundation course and your social life? By social life I mean you get to talk to your friends, you get to uh, give time to your hobbies and all of that. So just one or two lines if you can speak on that once again.
Okay. I think the social life that we have now is only the internet because we can't go out, obviously. So, like we said, that human is a social animal. We need that interaction. We need to talk to somebody or, our friends. And it's very difficult to keep you away from that distraction. It's like whenever you sit to study, there's a notification from your friend or your dear one, and you just want to reach to that notification. And you end up talking for an hour instead of 15 minutes. You just think, okay, little more, little more, little more. But then it's important to talk to them, and it's important to calm yourself, and important to balance yourself in such times. And I know that looking at the screen and studying from the screen at all times is really very difficult, because even your eyes need that break for a matter. So I think they should try to focus on smart studying. Like Urvana said, that we have to now start studying smartly. So if you're viewing the screen for 3 to 4 hours, you need to take a break from it. Just take a break, be at your own self, play Uno or anything with your family, because now you have all the time and all the people at the same place to play also. So you have to do all the things, but then it's up to you as a person how you manage to put all your things in your life. Like talking about me, I need 2 to 3 hours in the night, just talk, like you said, talking to my friends and playing games and watching series. So they should find a time that is convenient for them and start doing whatever feels good for them own selves.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, Divya. And with this, I think a lot of the common questions that students across the country are having, we have addressed all of them right now. So thank you so much for all your inputs and giving your first-hand experience of all these things to our students who are currently studying with us and going to appear for November attempt. Ashisha, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, nothing much, but one point which Urvana and many of these rankers covered up, and which is very relevant for the CA Foundation students as well. We came across many students cribbing about the timetable. 3 घंटा 4 घंटा सर पढ़ नहीं सकते, इतना स्क्रीन के सामने बैठ नहीं सकते, ये कोई लाइफ है, कोई जिंदगी है, ऐसा थोड़ी लाइफ जी जाती है, इतना पेन हम क्यों ले, ये सब क्यों ले? To answer this question, you always have to remember your friends, CA Foundation rankers who are visible on the screen right now. They are studying, they are on the screen, they are viewing video lectures for not less than 7 to 8 hours a day, which is double the hours which you are required to study for. So if they can study for 7 to 8 hours, if they have a dream, they have the focus, they have the ultimate objective of clearing Inter CA in the first attempt, why can't you? Just like you, they also were just how many 8 months back, just like you, they were also CA Foundation students. So there is as such no much difference between the two. The only difference is between the mindset and a strong determination. So having said so, friends, let me tell you, we don't have any option. The crude fact remains, हमारे पास कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है. आप कितना भी रो लो, कितना भी क्रिप करो, कितना भी बोर हो जाओ, कितना भी फटीगा है, लेकिन आपको पढ़ना ही पड़ेगा. और एंड ऑफ द डे पढ़ने के बाद ही आपको सक्सेस मिलेगी. So instead of going into a wrong zone of negativity and thinking about why you should study, let us talk positively. Let us talk about those people who are right in front of you studying for double the number of hours and who must be your source of inspiration. So friends, पहले वहां से बाहर आओ. At times we understand. कभी कभी कंटाला आता है, हमें भी हुआ था. When I was studying for inter CA and final CA, those were the most I would say dreadful days of my life. मतलब इतना परेशान, इतना बोर्डम, रात में नींद नहीं आती, नींद आई तो लगता है मैं उठ के लगता है कि मैं सोया ही नहीं. तो सो गया था पर ऐसा लगता है कि मैं सोया नहीं. सुबह उठ के नींद आ रही है, पढ़ना भी है, टारगेट है, पता नहीं क्या चल रहा है, सब कंफ्यूजन, सब इल्यूजन, सब कुछ होता है. जब ऐसा होता है तो आराम से बैठ जाओ, कूल डाउन. 1 घंटा आराम से बैठो, कुछ मत करो, लेकिन कूल डाउन, be very calm, be very composed, and again get yourself together and bounce back. ये सिलसिला चलता ही रहेगा. पढ़ोगे, बोर होगे, बैठोगे, टाइम पास करोगे, सीरीज देखोगे, वापस पढ़ोगे, ये सीरीज चलता ही रहेगा. 2-3 घंटा पढ़ो, ब्रेक लो, पेरेंट्स से बात करो, सिबलिंग से बात करो, थोड़ा एक सीरीज देख लो आधा घंटे का, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. वापस 2 घंटा पढ़ो, वापस 1-2 घंटा कुछ लिख लो. ऐसे करते करते करंट सिचुएशन इज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर यू, बिकॉज आपके पास पूरा दिन, आउट ऑफ कंपल्शन ऑफ कोर्स, लेकिन पूरा दिन आपके पास आपके हाथ में खुद के लिए ही है और कुछ भी नहीं है. तो इसका अच्छे से यूज करिए, यूटिलाइजेशन करिए, एंड वी आर वेरी श्योर दैट एवरीबॉडी वुड कम आउट विद द फ्लाइंग कलर्स. End of the day, although CA Foundation is our immediate goal, but this is not the end of journey. This is only one of the milestones that we have to achieve. Our ultimate goal is to become CA Foundation, not just CA. I'm so sorry. Let me repeat. Our ultimate goal is to become a chartered accountant, not just chartered accountant. Chartered accountant in the very first attempt. And don't worry, bang on. We are going to ensure that all of you become CA in the first attempt and probably with a rank as well. All the best, and over to Pooja Madam now.
Thank you so much, Ashish sir. With this, I would like to conclude our today's webinar. If I quickly just tell you all that we have covered, first of all, we have understood the importance of CA Foundation exam, how seriously we need to take this exam, because as Ashish sir rightly said, we want to become CA in the very first attempt. Ab humko attempt nahi lagane hai CA exam mein. Then, as the other rank holders were also saying, we need to maintain a positive mindset. We need to accept the situation that the world is going through a pandemic. Our country is under a lockdown. We need to adapt to the new normal, which are the online lectures. हमको ये नहीं सोचना है that for many hours we are sitting for the lecture, हमको bore हो रहा है, we are not able to cope. We have to find the will in our heart, because this is about our careers and only we are responsible for it. So maintain a positive mindset, adhere to the timetable. The timetable department is working very hard from home just so that they can give you these study plans on a weekly basis. So please make the most of it. And with this, I take your leave. Thank you so much for listening to us. Thank you for taking out the time from your schedule, parents, especially you. And that is all from my side. That is all from JKSC. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good day.